Hello and welcome at TechCamp Warm-Up webinar. My name is Gosia Dąbrowska. I'm from Information Society Development Foundation. Today we have two speakers on our webinar, Noemi Gryczko from FRSI and Nino Maciakashvili from Digital Communication Network. What is important that webinar is organized 3 weeks before TechCamp Warsaw. The conference that obviously you know is organized by the US Department of State, the Embassy of the United States of America in Poland, and FRSI and DCN. And here we have our two wonderful speakers who prepared the presentation. So this is a time to say hello, Noemi.
Oh, nice to meet you all. I'm Noemi from Poland, from my home office in Warsaw.
I'm sure you know Noemi very well. And Nino Maciakashvili, sorry for if I pronounce incorrectly, but I'm trying to do my best.
Almost there. Good evening. Well, it's evening here in Tbilisi. Hello everyone. I'm very excited to be talking with you 3 weeks before we meet actually face to face in Warsaw.
Okay, great. And I also would like to mention that at our webinar on chat, we have representatives of the US Department of State, and I guess that also somebody from the Embassy of Warsaw. So it's really great to have you here on this webinar. And you can just write also something on chat. There's Sam and Phil who are writing currently to you. Okay, so this is a plan of our presentation. We will start about brief information about our organizations. Then Naomi will provide necessary and interesting details about TechCamp. And then we will have the Q&A session I've mentioned during our warm-up before we started the webinar. So once again, I encourage you to write the questions on chat. My role is to collect them, and then I will pass them to Naomi and Nino. Well, we've already told something about us, so now it's time for a quick exercise. So we would like to learn something more about each other. So now you can see a map. And please put the dots and mark the country where you come from. You can do this now, yeah. Still, you can throw something. So as you can see, there will be a lot of people on our conference, and there will be people from so many countries. Okay, so thank you. Thanks. So thank you so much for your cooperation. Now we know something more about each other. So let's go back to our presentation for a moment. Okay, so now I would like to ask you to listen for a while to Jacek Królikowski. Jacek is a president of our foundation, and he recorded a short testimonial for you.
I'm happy that FRSI can contribute to organization of TechCamp Warsaw, especially that topics we are going to discuss are very much related to the mission of our foundation. In public debate, contemporary media are blamed for lack of professional standards.
Somehow it doesn't,
what contributes, in opinion of many
work,
people,
but
to the global crisis of
I hope
democracy
it will in
and
a minute.
success of populism in many countries. Fake news become a concern of the global players like Facebook, and the most popular word in the Polish media in the last year was post-truth, what is scary. I hope that you can bring some optimism to this discussion on vision of contemporary media during the TechCamp. I'm confident that working in international groups,
you can hear that.
You can find better new ideas that address these threats of digital media and are promoting professional standards of journalism. TechCamp will be not only a place for discussion and debates, but also an inspiration for action. The ideas you will develop during the TechCamp and refine after the TechCamp can be supported by grants that will be delivered by our foundation. So get ready, think about the challenges and ideas you would like to discuss with others. Come to Warsaw.
So please also
I'm sure
let
you
me
will
know
have a
when
great
it is
time
finished,
here,
because
and
somehow
I'm
it
looking
doesn't
forward to
work
see
at my
all of you
computer, but
very
I can
soon.
see that you are able to see that. Okay. Okay, so thank you very much. I don't know what exactly happened, but I couldn't watch this movie, so I'm happy that it was we were able to perform that. I just want to add some basic information about our foundation. The Information Society, the mission of the Information Society Development Foundation is to make inhabitants of villages and small towns to use new technologies for acquisition of new skills and collaborative actions. And our foundation was established in 2008. And we reach that people by working with and helping libraries, schools, and local NGOs. So we cooperate with them really very closely. Until now, the biggest and most significant program of our foundation was the Library Development Program. It was a large-scale nationwide project targeted at almost 4,000 libraries. That means more than half of the whole libraries in Poland. And it was a project with a budget of approximately 33 million US dollars. What is important that it was a part of a really huge initiative, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation's Global Libraries Initiative. There were many countries that participated in that, and Poland was also lucky to be a part of this program. The library development program is almost completed. And currently we implement several other projects. Obviously, I won't tell you any other things about these projects, but I want to emphasize one thing that can be important for you is that almost in every activity, in every program, within every program, we try to organize interesting, engaging events. For example, every year we organize a Public Libraries Congress or a conference for local NGOs about new technologies. These events are interesting, full of interactive activities, and so you can be sure that you won't waste your time in Warsaw. It will be very fruitful, and we look forward to seeing you in Warsaw in 3 weeks. And that's all about FRSI. Nino, please again turn on your microphone. I will be with all of you on chat, and then Naomi will have her presentation.
Hello again. I think we have had chance to be in touch with each other, like through Facebook group and through emails. But I want to use the chance to tell you more about Digital Communication Network. So it's an international association which is registered in Estonia. We registered DCN almost like already 5 or 6 months ago officially. And we are trying to connect professionals of digital age from a variety of backgrounds, such as journalists, developers, government agency, communication specialists, people from businesses, in order to generate ideas, tools, and products, and change the society for positive ways. Why do we do that? We believe that it is important to create disruptive communication solutions and use modern technologies in order to support and engage audiences in our everyday work when we try to communicate with them and deliver information, because we are facing lots of challenges nowadays, and we believe that one of the effective solutions could be using digital tools in order to communicate with big audiences. So what have we done so far? And when I say like so far, I mean almost 1.5 years, because that's when the history of DCN started. It started in 2015 when the first US exchange program took place, and 25 digital communication professionals from our region went to the United States. I was lucky enough to be one of them. And after wonderful meetings in the United States, and after sharing our experiences with each other, these exchange people, we so that sometimes what we lack the most is to share ideas and knowledge and skills that we accumulate in our countries in this region. So we decided to take it further and take it beyond to the exchange program and start this association, which was registered in Estonia. So since that time, in 2016, there were 2 exchange programs, and there were organized 4 regional events. All these things happen in collaboration with World Learning, and these regional events took place in Moldova, Estonia, Lithuania, Armenia. So you see that like we are trying to cover as many countries in the region as possible. What are we planning in 2017? What we are planning, you already know, it's one of the events is TechCamp that you are coming in 3 weeks to Warsaw, and the other one is Rocket Digital Summit, and I'm very happy that you will be able to join at the second day of the conference and meet lots of very, very interesting speakers and participants. Apart from that, there will be 2 more exchange programs in the United States in 2017. And by the way, one of them is accepting applications right now. And in this presentation, there is a link to the application, and we will share the information. It is very highly recommended program, which gives you wonderful experience, wonderful contacts, and wonderful friends for a lifetime, and colleagues. Apart from that, the association has received some generous funding from the US State Department, and we are planning to implement some, we think, amazing projects during 2017. And here I have a few of them featured. One of them is regional fellowships. It will be 2-week-long fellowships at regional or leading organizations in the fields such as animation, data visualization, long-form storytelling, video blogging, social media campaigns. This is the list that we came up that we thought would be very, very interesting and useful for the network members. But in collaboration with you, we might modify the links that you might be interested in. Another project that we are planning to implement in the upcoming months will be training of trainers camp. During this 5-day intensive training program, we hope to train trainers in 3 different fields, and then these trained network members will be invited to participate in the future projects that TCN will be implementing. Also, we have small grants for network members planned for, I guess it will be like May or June. We want to encourage cross-country and cross-cultural collaboration between network members, and that's a different program from, but you will have access to another small grants program as in the framework of TechCamp. And one more thing that I wanted to highlight here is our wish to start regular local meetups in each country, because we believe that in order to strengthen our network, we need to start local as well and then go to these international and regional meetings. So we need very very active people who will take lead on organizing these meetups and help us strengthen the network. And the network is, of course, like not like somewhere in the air. It's like for us, for each of us and each of you. Okay, so you might have the question like, how is this international association managed? It's managed digitally because right now it's run by a board of 5 members. I'm the chairwoman of the board, and we have 4 other members from Ukraine, Moldova, Armenia, Estonia, and you can imagine I have like a separate application with all the different time zones in order to manage our everyday calls and discussions. And this year we hired an executive manager. This is our first hired person, and my hope is that we will grow as an organization in 2017. And of course, we need very active and engaged network members for that. So that's why I want to ask you to not to forget to join our network, not only by joining the Facebook group or signing up the membership form, but also by providing very like your approaching us with your suggestions, with your collaborative ideas, and we are very open, and we would like to collaborate with each of you after the TechCamp and before as well. So that's all. If you have any questions, I am here.
Thank you, Nina. Let's wait for Noemi.
Hi, everybody. My name is Noemi Gryczko, and I'm your contact person in Warsaw. I'm responsible for TechCamp. And today I'm going to talk a little bit more about organizational details of our event. So yesterday I discovered that for the TechCamp Warsaw 2017 we need a tagline, like a really catchy, attractive, general tagline that will inspire action and be remembered. So, and we have actually the first draft of this tagline, but we would like to ask you to have some opinions and maybe some ideas for this. So this is our first approach, advancing innovative journalism, and I'm 100% sure that you are creative and we have lots of ideas. So please go to chat and give your opinion. So have your say. Yes, tagline is needed, and please write some of your ideas for TechCamp Warsaw through the chat. So this is our proposal. Maybe we can do better. Maybe it's okay. What do you think? People are thinking. Great. Somebody is writing. Maya is writing. 3 more people are typing. So let's have a look. Considering the last alternative fact situation, perhaps something including the word truth. Well, nice one. Cutting edge journalism against fake news. Yeah, by the same token. Joanna's and Maya's idea is very similar. Yes, we can. It rings a bell. Bringing truth back to journalism. Journalism great again, based journalism in a post-truth world. Yeah, so some campaigning ideas. TechCamp and innovation in media. Thank you. I still see that somebody is writing down and creating something for us. Fake off. Well, no reason to check the information. Fake off is a great idea. Oh, fake off even with hashtag. Disrupting the journalism. Oh my God. It sounds dangerous. Check it twice. Okay. I think I can make a word cloud out of your ideas, and we will have a second look through the Facebook. All right, thank you very much. I'm super excited about your ideas. I like them all. So let's move on. And we can continue this discussion about the tagline on our Facebook group. So let's talk a little bit about the agenda. I will be frank with you. The agenda is pretty packed and intense. Be prepared for really busy 2 days in Warsaw. First of all, we start early, which means welcoming remarks delivered by the US ambassador in Warsaw will be at 9 o'clock in the morning. So it means that we have to leave our hotel at 8, but we will make it. So be prepared for many interactive exercises, for working in groups, for a very workshop-like meeting. We, of course, planned a lunch for you at 1 o'clock, several coffee breaks, and the first day of the Tech Camp will end with exceptional event. This is a party and dinner in a space called the Brain Embassy. So we will work together in a training space in the same building, but by the end of the day we will go up to the space that I call the space of the future. This is amazing. I'm not going to spoil. You can, of course, go to the website, the Brain Embassy, and have a look. But there we will have a first evening together. All right, so it was the day number 1. You will have a chance to meet all our experts, all our special guests, and for those who are from Poland, I don't need to remind that Jarosław Kuźniar is one of the most famous journalists, television journalists in Poland. So we will have, let's say, celebrity in our tech camp in the first day. All right, so next day, you know what? We start early. We start at 9, which means we have to leave the hotel at 8. Luckily, the breakfast at the hotel starts at 6, so I hope you will be able to grab something to have some coffee and so on. All right, so the second day is also packed, and you will work in smaller groups. In a short testimonial from Jacek, you learn that we have something like grant contest for you. So during the second day, you will learn what are the rules, how to apply for grants, and what kind of projects you can implement after the tech camp. So this is it will be announced here during the second day, and after lunch and tea and coffee break, I hope I will have a chance to use my flying microphone, because you are going to present your ideas to the others, and flying microphones, you throw it directly to a person who wants to ask a question. So it is funny, and this is dynamic and interactive. So the second day of Tech Camp ends at 5 o'clock. Group photo, handshakes, certificates. This is here at 5. But this is not the end. No. This is just the beginning of the evening, because we are going to join the Rocket Summit participants. So we are traveling by bus from the Brain Embassy building to a very nice, interesting venue by the river called Copernicus Center, where the conference takes place. Nino said that Rocket Summit is a great big event, and it starts actually on the 16th of February. So we have like 2 overlapping events, and you are joining the participants for the dinner reception on the second day of Tech Camp. And you don't need to buy tickets, you don't need to make a reservation, you don't have to confirm your presence. You are invited, and I have your names on my list. And so it's a great opportunity for all to network and to mingle and to share knowledge and ideas. Right. Transportation. This is usually important area. Don't worry. We have transportation for you. Of course, not by bicycle, but by cars. So next week, I'm going to approach each of you individually, because each of you have slightly different hours of arrival and departure. When you are at the airport, please find a person with a big Tech Camp poster. This person will lead you to the car, and the car will deliver you to the Hotel Mercury in the center of Warsaw. We have also transportation between the hotel and the venue. I already mentioned that we are going to start our day quite early, so we have to be at the bus at 8 in the morning. So basically, you don't need to use public transport in Warsaw. Even though I think it's great, you don't need to try it this time. But if you miss the bus, if you miss the bus, then please refer to the reception of the hotel and tell them that you are from the tech camp. I'd like them to provide you the taxis, and the FRSI will cover cost of the taxi. This is the last resort, so I hope you won't have a reason to miss the bus, but just in case, you know what to do. All right. So next part of my presentation is about fun. So you are going to stay at the hotel in the center of Warsaw. You will be located in single rooms with access to free Wi-Fi. The breakfast starts at 6. And you can also use the gym. This is included in your reservation. And the hotel, I sent the hotel the list of your names, so you don't need to confirm something. We will take you from the airport, and you just come to the hotel. The day at the hotel starts at 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. And for those of you who arrive really, really early, which means like 6 in the morning, I booked additional rooms in order to allow them, to refresh themselves and don't wait outside or don't wait in the lobby of the hotel till the 2nd p.m. So this is the hotel. During the tech camp, the first day, I said that we have a party in the Brain Embassy. Here, we invited 2 artists, composer and DJ, and he will perform during our party. And the second person is a so-called VJ, which means that this person is playing with the lights. Quite exceptional event. So I hope you will like it, but this is not the end. And here, let me share with you a short story. Something around 2 months ago, we were talking to many experts, and we were inviting different people to the conference. And one of the experts said, "Look, I cannot come to Warsaw on the 14th of February. This is the Valentine's Day. I have to stay at home with my family. This is important for me." We said, "Okay, yes, we understand." So, in your case, you're traveling during the Valentine's Day. So we come up with the idea of hiring a club, very nice one. The club is called Love. So after the second day of TechCamp, we will have a party at the club called Love in the very center of Warsaw. You will hear a band and another set of DJs. So this club is booked for us, meaning for the Rocket participants and speakers, and for TechCamp participants and experts, and everybody from abroad who came for those 2 events. So this is for us. I'm really excited about that. What else? Contact. I try to reply to every message I get during 24 hours. And I'm also available via Facebook group and via Skype. So if you have any questions, remarks, ideas, problems, please contact me. And I encourage you also to be in touch with each other via Facebook group, because you are going to work together after the tech camp. And Facebook is pretty nice tool to maintain contact. And since you are coming to Warsaw on the 14th of February, and we know who is coming at what hour, we would like to encourage you to after reaching the hotel, to go online and to try to contact people who are already there in the hotel. And so now I'd like to show you the list of people who are coming on the 14th of February with the hours. So I hope you will have a chance to go to Warsaw together or in smaller groups to visit our, or at least mine, hometown, and have nice time and relax a little bit, because as I mentioned, tech camp is intense and really demanding. Yes, so this is it from my part. I guess you can have many questions, so I'm all yours. Thank you. And yeah, Gosia, I see that you sent everybody this Excel file, so you can see it on your left.
On the chat box, and easily download that by just clicking this blue icon. So if you want, so please do this now.
Yeah, it is. You can just download this file directly from the chat box. Yeah. So this way you will have, you will know who is coming when. Maybe you will even meet at the airport and you will travel together from the airport.
Okay, just in case, probably we will also send it to you also by mail. And Naomi, we still have a short survey for our participants.
Ah, absolutely. Please.
So
yes,
let's
maybe
do
one comment. I have like a big Excel file. I have information about you, and we made a quick quiz based on our information.
Okay, so now let's see the survey. Now you can see two tricky, I hope tricky questions. What is the longest distance from for the TechCamp participants to travel to Warsaw? And you can choose just one answer, how many kilometers? And the second question, how many countries will be represented at TechCamp? So please vote. Now I can see that you are voting. What I want to add is that Naomi is the person who knows the correct answers.
Or at least I hope so.
Okay, so now we will end this voting, and now I'm sharing the results, and you can see them on the list. And Naomi, please provide your comments. Who was right?
Dushanbe, 5,062 kilometers. This is the longest distance. Of course, we have guests from the US, but I was thinking about the participants. So, and this is one thing, the distance, and the second one is the number of connections. Traveling from that far is not easy, really. So chapeau bas for all those who are traveling so far. And how many countries will be represented at TechCamp? Yes, you're right. 28. Great variety. And Giovanna, I see you are not included in the list. No worries, I will go once again through it and will include you.
This is a Q&A for both of you, so you both can decide which one of you will answer the questions. So please, stay with us. And there were two questions during our meeting. So the first one was, will it be a special dress code for the meeting with ambassador? Who would like to answer this question?
Phil.
Phil on chat. Phil is writing now, so
Thank you.
we appreciate your any tips regarding the dress code.
Definitely. Thank you for this question.
We're still
What
waiting.
about that party, that like love club party, Naomi? Is there a dress code?
Well, like evening event. No, nothing like super elegant, like smart casual.
Okay, and we are still waiting for Phil. Sometimes I see that Phil is still writing on chat, so I hope that the answer will come. Yeah, we've got it. So there isn't any specific dress code. Okay, and there was another question. I've already answered that on chat, but I think that it is quite important thing. It was from Alex. If we would like to publish a quote by a speaker on social media, can we also disclose whom the quote belongs to? No, I mean, could you please confirm that yes, it is possible to tell to whom this quote belongs to? Am I right?
I guess it depends on the quote. So
yeah, but I believe that that will be, quotes about the topic of the conference. So if we are, I assume that if we are talking about this kind of quotes, so it should be possible.
yeah, I guess unless it is stated otherwise, it should be fine and safe to tweet or post on Facebook. But if the speaker says like, please stay off record, then it should stay in the room.
But anyway, my idea is always, if it's possible, nice to ask somebody if it's possible to use this quote and write to whom this quote belongs to. And Phil also wrote that the ambassador will be addressing all TechCamp participants at TechCamp, so dress as you would for TechCamp. As Naomi mentioned, we have a full day, so dress comfortable. Okay, so thank you, Phil. So do you have any other questions? Maybe I will make the chat window.
And Giovanna Vitali, yes, I will update the file with the details about your travel arrangements.
Do we have to bring our laptops with us? The question from Alex.
Up to you. We will have at the venue. We will have laptops. But if you prefer to make notes and work together with the others, please do.
We have a question. Will be Wi-Fi on a venue?
Yes, in both cases. I mean, in training center, when we will have most of our, we will spend most of our time, we will have Wi-Fi. At the Brain Embassy also, and in the Copernicus Center, there is a company that will be provide Wi-Fi for all the rocket participants.
There's also a question, what about working groups?
What about working groups? So what about the working groups? So the idea for the TechCamp was to encourage people to work together on subjects that really matter for them. And the TechCamp trainers are there to support those groups and to discuss or challenge their ideas. So the working groups will, for instance, be able to prepare ideas for the grants and for the future projects and different activities after the tech camp.
I just wanted to come up with another question about the laptop. Will we have a group workshops with tasks that will need a laptop? There's also an answer of Phil. Thank you. So the group work will not require a laptop, but it could be very helpful. So once again, if you just need or want, so bring your laptops. How many participants is there in total?
For the tech camp, it's 52 people.
And we still have some time for some other questions. So obviously, if anything will appear later, you can ask these questions and send them to Noemi. You can take advantage of this opportunity that Noemi and Nino, they are online with us, and they can explain something else. And we also have Phil and Sam from the United States. And another question, can you share some additional info about participants, maybe from our application forms? Maybe you can create some participants' bio. A question for Dmitro.
Dimitro, so in our Facebook closed group, there is a thread. Please introduce yourself. This is the title for this thread, and there, as far as I remember, 28 people put info about them, what they do, what they are interested in, what their favorite quotes, so this kind of stuff. So those info are on Facebook.
Okay, another question regarding the work groups. Do we need specific preparation?
I don't think so.
Okay, another.
You can, of course, think about topics and issues that are the most important, interesting for you. We tried to outline general ideas. Those are like 5 different areas, and those areas are described on our website, techcampwarsaw.org.
Will it be a sort of Twitter wall organized at TechCamp or Rocket?
For the TechCamp, we don't want to, but for Rocket, it's kind of a good idea.
And another speaker from one of our experts on TechCamp, who's the nicest speakers of the TechCamp.
Nicest?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Nicest.
You have to answer to this question in Love Club.
Yeah, and Phil, there's also Phil's response, Maciek. So Maciek Słomczyński will be leading a topic on mobile journalism, which is all about reporting and broadcasting from your phone. So I would definitely recommend bringing your phone. Yeah, so please not only bring your laptops, but remember about your phones. Okay, will there... Yeah, so that's probably the answer. Yeah, that's the answer for the question, I guess. Will there be opportunity to learn skills on Mojo, mobile journalism? What else? What else do we have? A conversation about Maciek's workshop. Okay, so any other ideas? If we are from Warsaw, can we take our beloved partners to party? For example, wives and small sons.
Let me come back to you with this information. We have to count the number of soft drinks, and but I think it's a good idea. Yes, as I said, this is a Valentine Day, a little bit postponed. I will write it.
Okay. One person has to leave now. We still have a couple of minutes. So maybe my last question to you If you have any other questions, ideas, that's the moment to write them on chat. Is there a hashtag for Twitter for the camp?
Yes, there is.
Seriously? I think we have like overloaded you with hashtags for camp.
And another question, sessions will be recorded.
I don't think
During
so.
the tech camp, no.
Can we now tell that we go to tech camp?
Absolutely.
I don't know exactly what do you mean. I believe you can tell about that every time, but yeah, you received Naomi's confirmation. Is there any restrictions to stream live some parts of camp?
I think you have to always ask the speakers. We were thinking about doing Facebook Live for 2 or 3 talks, but this is in the pipeline.
Okay, I still see that some people are writing, so let's wait for them. Maybe some other questions will appear. Okay, we have a recommendation.
Yes.
From Maciek to watch a video after a webinar, so please copy the link and watch it after. I see that.
Can I also copy the link and put on our closed Facebook group? Is it okay with you?
Thank you.
Thank you. Great.
Yeah, we will collect all of your answers and ideas of the tagline for TechCamp and any other nice ideas that you brought up during this webinar. And then we will share that on the closed Facebook group.
In the closed Facebook group, we will put a link, and also I will make an email. I will email you because I know that some people in our group are running an experiment, living without social media, and they asked me to send them all updates via emails only. So, you know.
It will be also interesting to exchange these experiences during TechCamp and ask questions. How to live without social media? Is it possible? Okay, so because I cannot see any other questions, and I'm sure that some of you, in some places, it's really late. So once again, I will come back to the presentation just to show you the last slide. And the last slide is important because there's an email address and a Skype that you probably know by heart, but I just want to show this again. So if you have any other questions, please contact Noemi. And thank you for joining the meeting today.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. See you in 3 weeks in Warsaw.
Yeah, see you.
And see you in 3 weeks in Warsaw. It was great to meet you.
It was great. Thank you.
Bye.